onion rasata manchi kome onion.
Sri Lanka will take on Oman in the second and final T20 between the sides on Saturday the 9th of October at the Amerat Stadium in Muscat. Sri Lanka survived a massive scare in the first T20, having been reduced to 7 for 2 and then 51 for 4 inside the first 11 overs before an important partnership between Avishka Fernando and Dasun Shanaka saw them to respectability. The biggest change Sri Lanka made to their usual setup was using Avishka Fernando at number 4 instead of his usual opening position, which turned out well as the right-hander made 83 not out. Pathum Nissanka will be kicking himself for throwing away an opportunity to sneak into the final squad for the World Cup, while Kamidu Mendis, Dinesh Chandimal and Bhanuka Rajapaksa will also be disappointed that they could not make any runs. All eyes will once again be on Sri Lanka's batting, as the Islanders will be fully aware that they were let off the hook by some ordinary fielding by the Omanis in the first game. With this being the last game before the October 10th deadline for the World Cup squads to be finalised, expect a few changes to the Sri Lankan lineup, with the management likely to test out a few more combinations. Oman would be ruining the opportunities missed in the field, with plenty of chances going a-begging in the first game. However, they will also be pleased with the effort with ball, particularly early in the game, and the stroke play by their lower order batters, who were able to put Sri Lanka's bowlers under plenty of pressure at the death.
There's a thing from your country that I'm totally hooked on, and I am not talking about your tea.
Lanka tiles, designed for you, desired by the world.
All Sri Lankan fans will be hopeful of seeing Kusal Perera back in the mix, with the left-hander's ability to score quickly at the top of the order. He, along with Avishka Fernando, will hold the key to Sri Lanka's batting, while skipper Dasun Shanaka and Shamika Karunaratne expected to provide the fireworks at the death. Lahira Kumara will be another key prospect, as the quick troubled the Omanis in the first game with the pace and bounce he was able to generate. For the hosts, Fayaz Butt and Kawar Ali will be the key figures with the ball, and the pair will hope that their teammates can hold on to the catches offered by Sri Lanka's batters this time around. Sri Lanka will want to try out as many combinations in this game ahead of finalising their T20 World Cup squad, so expect to see plenty of changes in the lineup. Kusal Perera and Sharit Asalanka are likely to come into the side in place of Dinesh Chandimal and Bhanuka Rajapaksa, while Praveen Jayavikrama is expected to replace Akila Dhananjaya. Sri Lanka suffered a massive blow, with Nuwan Pradeep getting injured in the previous game. The Quick is reportedly set to miss 4 weeks of action, so expect to see Binura Fernando in tomorrow's lineup. The Omanis will likely keep the same 11, hoping they can spring an upset on the visitors. They will want to make major strides in the fielding department, while the top order batters will also want to get some runs under their belt, knowing that they've got the guys in the lower order who can clear the boundary. The weather is expected to stay the same in Muscat, but the conditions would be slightly different, with the game set to be played under lights. The outfield seems not the most conducive to boundaries, so players will be prepared to run as many as possible. All in all, conditions will likely be favourable to the batters. Type sports and send to 678 to register. 30 rupees per month. Conditions apply.